Hey everyone, welcome back to Daily Diabetics. This week's theme, we're talking about why we chose the insulin pump that we chose, and then I'm also going to touch base on why I chose the Dexcom G6. But anyways, let's get into the video. So I put some stuff in my notes that I wanted to talk about so that this video was more organized. If you didn't know, I'm currently on the Omnipod insulin pump. I've been on it for 3 years now, and before that I was on tslim for 1 year. Also, if you can hear those bugs, they're super loud. I didn't want to film in my room because the lighting in here is just a lot better, but you can hear the bugs because I'm like right in front of a window. So I was on tslim for a year before I got the Omnipod. Here, let me tell you why I originally chose tslim. I originally chose tslim because whenever I was at a pump training, they had all the different brands of pumps, and that one had a touchscreen, and so I thought it looked cool and I chose that one. Well, little did I know that I wouldn't enjoy having a tubing, especially with running and sleeping, everything like that. And so I really took interest in the Omnipod because it was tubeless, and so that is like the #1 reason why I chose Omnipod, is because it's tubeless and it's a lot easier for me. Another reason why I like the Omnipod is because it's easier to put in more places rather than a tubed pump because it doesn't have a tubing. So basically the same reason, but that's just a benefit of it, because I never put my tslim on my arm because I was worried about the tubing like going through my shirt or whatever, or my leg. The only place I would ever do it is my stomach or my lower back, and with Omnipod I do my leg, my arms, my stomach, lower back, still the same places but also add some more, and it's just more convenient for me. And then the last thing, I'm really more comparing the tslim to the Omnipod because I really switched because of the reasons I didn't like the tslim, if that makes sense. And so another like big thing that I like about the Omnipod is the side changes and how easy they are. And when I say easy, I just mean they aren't super complicated. I feel like with the tslim, maybe it was just because it was my first pump, you had to fill the tubing, you had to fill the cartridge, you just had to do a whole bunch of preparation to change the site. And with the Omnipod, it takes me like 5 minutes. tslim took me quite a while to change. I feel like that's a pretty good thing. Also, I'm not going to say that the Omnipod doesn't hurt because it definitely does sting, but it feels different than tslim. tslim would hurt, Omnipod hurts sometimes. I feel like it doesn't hurt as often or the same way that tslim did. It's hard to describe. I just remember vividly the first time that I put on Omnipod, I was like, wow, like I didn't feel it the first time. Obviously since then I have felt it and it stung pretty bad sometimes, but it doesn't feel like tslim. Like they feel completely different when they go in. And then touching base on the Dexcom, I'll just talk about like why I like it. I like it because it gives you high and low alarms, and you can like customize them to be however high or however low you want, because everybody like treats their lows at different levels, treats their highs at different levels, and you can change the sounds of the alarms, everything like that. Another thing that's really nice about Dexcom is the Dexcom Share app. And so my parents both have it, and then my grandparents have it as well, so they can all see my data and make sure that I'm okay. And then the Dexcom G6, I feel like compared to the G5 or the G4, I never had the G4, but compared to the G5, the insertion is a lot more simple. The G5, you had to push it in and then pull out the plunger and then rock the thing off, and it was just a little bit confusing, especially for newer people. And I remember when I first got the Dexcom, I was so excited. Then I opened the box and saw the insertion device, and I was like, oh, never mind, I don't want this. I ended up doing it and loved it, of course, but I also always had like a mental block in having to push it in manually. I never liked to do that. So with the G6, you just press a button and then it goes in for you. So it's really, really nice. Also, the G6 never hurts. I won't say never, but 99% of the time it doesn't hurt. And I feel like the G5 did hurt, and probably just because it depends on how fast you're pushing it in. And the G6, it's more consistent on how it goes in. With the Dexcom G6, I'm sure most of you already know this, but like this is just for people if you're like considering getting a Dexcom. My blood sugar is really high right now, but it shows you a trend arrow so you know like what your blood sugar is doing, and then it also will have the graph, and you can customize how long you want to see the graph. Don't mind my blood sugar. It's been a wreck lately, and I just started school, so maybe that's why. I don't know, man. The last thing I wanted to talk about with the Dexcom is the Dexcom Clarity app. And so this is just an app that gives you like averages, patterns. So that's really nice, especially if you're on a pump. You can like adjust your basal rates depending on the patterns and everything like that. And those are the reasons why I chose the Omnipod and the Dexcom. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel down below. We post new videos every single day. And I will see you next Thursday. Bye guys.